All right, you guys, it's the one and only Moshiach Ben Joseph here again. I was just sitting there thinking about good and evil and stuff like that, and I thought I would share some thoughts with you and about what I've learned of good and evil, and why I enjoy life so much and how much better life is when you're being good and stuff like that. I just said I'd share it with you, some key points that I remember, and yeah, see if something to do. All right. So basically, what are we taught when we're growing up as children? Once you start getting in your teens and stuff like that, everyone starts teaching you that the concepts of good and evil are silly, childish things, and that you need to be mature and embrace the sex, drugs, and alcohol, the filth and perversion. And that's how you become mature, which is better and cooler than being a silly, playful, happy, childlike being, that believes in good and evil, that somehow being a filthy, perverted freak is somehow makes you a million times better than good. Like that's basically what we're taught as we're growing up. And it is just really like not the freaking case. Like if you actually meet a good being, like God or something like that, and they talk to you, you'll realize that the guiding principles of their life are that of being of the difference between good and evil and right and wrong. That's what makes them so much better than everyone else on this planet, because like everyone on this planet is basically different types of evil. Yeah. But once you talk to a being like that, a good person, a genuine good person, you will see that that they literally live by the principles of good and bad and right and wrong and stuff like that. Like they take it seriously and they shape their entire lives around it, and that's what enables them to be the best they can be and to truly enjoy life, because there really is like a whole other way of looking at life and living it, which is a million times better. Like it's like being good is like easier, cheaper, funner, etc. It's absolutely freaking incredible. But basically, the difference between good and evil is that evil is anything detrimental to good or beneficial to evil, and good is the complete opposite. So if you're serving, supporting, and pleasuring evil by paying taxes to a scummy government, for example, of an evil empire, then you're actually serving, supporting, and pleasuring evil, which means you're improving their quality of life, and that makes you evil. All right? So, yeah. And you'll never find God. You'll never find God while you're being evil. Like, ever. Even if you're being unintentionally evil, you will pretty much never find God, because God is the supreme being, and supreme basically means the most good, the most ethical, the most moral. Like that's basically what God is the most righteous being you could ever possibly imagine. And he's not going to sit there and help evil people enjoy their life. Like he's not going to save you from yourself. He's not going to save you from evil, because you are evil too. Yeah? Like, and if he improves your quality of life, if he improves the quality of life of an evil being, then he's being evil, which would instantly mean he's not the most good. He's not the supreme being. He's not the most righteous. He'd be offensive garbage. So that's the thing. Like, if you're being an immoral being, by, like I said, even just paying taxes to a scummy empire like Canada, America, Britain, Australia, whatever, it's the scummy Western world and shit like that, just paying taxes to these slime bags where their governments serve millions of evil people. Just by paying taxes to those evil empires, you're being evil, and God will never freaking bother with you. Like, ever. And one thing that's one thing that happens when you do start trying to be genuine good is that you act like a beacon of light in darkness, and all evil like swarms to you. Like you will, when you try to, like I know we're taught that it's a silly concept and they drive us away from goodness, but when you actually believe in good and evil and you understand it, and you embrace goodness and you pursue righteousness, when you do that, it's like you're like a beacon of light in hell, and every evil being you can imagine swarms after you and starts verbally, physically, and psychologically attacking you, trying to drag you down and destroy you and ruin you, and drag you back to hell, basically, and make you miserable so that you pursue filth and sin for pleasure and happiness instead of just enjoying life as a good person, which is like a million times better than anything evil could ever come up with. Like seriously, like I've been trying to be a genuine good being, meaning I have been trying to ensure that my behavior does not ruin any good beings' lives. I don't serve, support, or pleasure evil, and I try to improve the quality of life of good beings whenever I can. So I try to be a genuine good person that way. And what I've noticed is that I don't find pleasure and happiness in evil things anymore, like the Western world's entertainment. I still listen to music for the like classical music or music that's not perverted and stuff like that. Try to listen to fun, happy music for to enhance my mood and stuff like that. But for the most part, like I don't watch TV, I don't play video games, I don't watch movies. I just I don't go to concerts, I don't socialize, I don't do drugs, I don't do alcohol, I don't have sex, stuff like that. I'm literally, I swear to God, I would guarantee you that I'm pretty much one of the most happiest people on this freaking planet, and because I've literally met God and like played with God. I kid you not, as silly as that sounds, there is a God in this reality, and if you embrace goodness and try to be a genuine good person, He can interact with you and play games with you and teach you even more about goodness, because it won't make Him a worse person, so He can actually have a relationship with you. Like that. And that's, it's almost like society tries to drive us away from goodness so that we don't realize how good life is, how much better life is when you're being good, versus how crappy life is when you're relying on sex, drugs, and alcohol, and money, wealth, power, fame, social status, and just superficial crap stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, life is a trillion, exponentially better as a good being than it is as evil. Like it's easier, funner, cheaper. It's amazing. Like I have next to nothing in my life, and I can guarantee you that I'm happier than probably the richest people on the planet. Because I know that I'm defined in good ways, whereas they are truly defined as scummy, evil, worthless, retarded, pathetic, degenerate trash. So when I look at reality objectively, I know that I'm not garbage like them. Which makes you so freaking happy when you feel like you're a genuine good person and you can't think of any ways that you're actually being evil. Then you'll just feel a million times better when you can't think of ways that you're being evil, and you truly believe that you are a good person, and you realize that you're defined as like great, awesome, incredible, wonderful, marvelous. You're just, every good word applies to you. Whereas in this world, with the majority of humans, if not all of them, they're defined in negative terms like garbage, trash, filth, worthless, pathetic, pitiful, disgusting, stupid. And it's like, Like, I don't know how anyone could enjoy their life knowing they're defined as trash. Yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd share some of those thoughts with you really quickly about being good. And yeah, so there you go. Actually, I got my dirty laundry here. How about we ask God if what I was saying is the truth and He agrees with it, that is the true nature of reality, and that He can't save you if you're being evil because it would make Him a worse person, and it would make Him cease being God. Then, create a face or a face with a heart or a 314 pi in the laundry when I throw it on the ground. All right, let's see if God's here. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, let's see. Let's get this thing focused. Focus. All right, so let's see. All right, well, there's almost like an eye up there, and then sort of like a long skinny nose coming down here, and then a big smiley face right there. So there's sort of like a face, a partial face right there. Like I said, the eye, the nose, and the mouth. So we've sort of got a face going on there. All right, let's see if there's a 314 or anything anywhere. All right, well, there's sort of like a 3 right there, and then a 1 right there, and a 4 beside it. So we sort of got the 314 blended together as the nose. And then the eye there, the big skinny nose, and then the smiley face there. Actually, I can't remember if we said a face with a heart. So let's look. Is there a heart? Is there a heart? Well, it's not very good. If you look at the dark parts of this, it's like it indents at the top up there, and it curves around and comes down here to a point at the bottom, and then curves back up this side and goes around. So we sort of got the heart, a dark heart around the eye, and then the nose and then the mouth, and the nose is basically like a 314. So there you go. Poppy always here. And he just wanted to say that he agrees with everything that I said. It is the truth. If you're being evil, he can't have a relationship with you because it would make him cease being good and cease being God. And because he is the most good being in reality, like the God of reality, if he turned to evil, he would become as one of the most offensive beings in the universe, which would basically make him the biggest loser ever. The most significant, biggest loser ever. And that would make him the devil. So you can sit there and plead and beg for mercy and pray to God for help all you want, but so long as you're being evil, he ain't gonna freaking help you because it would ruin his soul and make him as the devil. So there you go. That's basically what God's been teaching me about life and stuff like that. And why he came to me is because I helped myself first. I started thinking and learning and becoming, trying to be a good person, started to correct my behavior. I didn't actually think of it all on my own. He didn't come and help me. He just asked me questions, and I thought about those questions. Like, what do they mean? And they triggered thoughts and stuff like that. And I started to realize, holy crap, I'm actually being evil like this. And so I started to correct my behavior the more he asked me questions. And then I realized one day, holy crap, I think I'm actually a genuine good person. And he was playing with me all the freaking time, teaching me about life, helping me, healing me, just showing me how to make even simple stuff like incredible meals. When I was thinking I wish I could have some awesome food and stuff like that. And then he started giving me incredible, quick and simple and easy, phenomenal meals that like way better than restaurant quality stuff and stuff like that. Like seriously, as silly as that sounds, like he will help you in like every single possible way if you're trying to be a genuine good person and you embrace goodness and reject evil. Like seriously, like seriously, like he will not help you if you're being an evil person. He will not save you if you're being evil. You have to, and literally, when you look at this world and you realize the nature of good and bad and right and wrong and stuff like that, and you realize, like, it's pretty damn easy to walk away from evil. It is pretty damn easy. I mean, life won't be wonderful. You could end up homeless, eating out of shelters and stuff like that. And yeah, but being good and going to heaven as a poor man is a hell of a lot better than going to hell as a rich man and being tortured and terrorized for all eternity for your sins against good people. Yeah, like it's true. Like I was homeless. I was homeless for like 3 years with nothing, eating out of shelters, sleeping in alleyways, sleeping by dumpsters and stuff like that. Like seriously. Yeah. And God just kept helping me, helping me, helping me, helping me, helping me, because I kept trying and trying and learning and thinking and thinking and thinking. When He asked me questions, I would think about them and realize, like, like, holy crap, I'm actually being an evil person right now. Yeah. Like, maybe that's why my life is so freaking horrible. It's because I'm being evil. And that's another thing. As silly as it sounds, if if you're a good being and you're capable of punishing evil and making them suffer for their sins, but you don't do it, then you're actually improving their quality of life. And that is a sin. That is evil, is to improve the quality of life of evil. So like God, for example, He has no choice but to help make you suffer because of your evil. And that's probably why life on this planet is so goddamn horrible for the vast majority of people, is because you're all being freaking evil, and He has no choice but to try to make you all suffer as much as possible if He wants to remain a good being. Like seriously, that's how good and evil work. It's so simple. But once you understand it, it's like, holy crap! Like, how could I not see this before? But anyway, there you go. I just thought I'd share those thoughts with you. This video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to cut it short, and we'll talk to you later. So there you go.